Hey there, hi there, Virgos, and welcome to your December reading. So, I'm going to be reading from my Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what is happening, Virgos. Because right now I just feel like a lot. I feel like you're being pulled in a lot of different directions. Like a lot of people want your attention, they want your energy, they want your space. Okay, Five of Swords flew out. That's not really that pleasant of an energy I'm picking up on. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. This is obviously a really hard time for you right now, Virgo, because there is this sense of um, broken heart energy coming through with the Five of Swords and Nine of Swords are obviously, very devastated, very brokenhearted, just a painful, wintry energy. So if someone just recently broke up with you, shame on them. But I also feel like it's a little bit more than that because you also have the Five of Cups. So a lot of emotional manipulation is happening, a lot of interesting word choice by certain parties. I feel like there's like a third party sort of energy happening. Um, your fairy guides, your spirit guides, they want you to know that they're there with you because you have these black, crows here, ravens that are trying to let you know you're not alone here. But it would also be, I think it would be more helpful for you if you got a little bit of more of a reassurance. With that in mind, you have the Five of Cups and you have the tiny little pixies hovering these cups above your head, or this, mermaid by the water here. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is about money and abundance and financial prosperity. Okay, financial success and matters of money and finances. And I feel like that is sort of making you feel like at the end of the day, it's going to come down to like finances. It's going to come down to money because if you can't afford something or, you know, if there's too much emotional ties to some kind of money and financial matter, then you're not feeling like obligated to be a part of that. Yeah, Four of Cups. You know, this woman, she's staring at this beautiful cup goblet coming from the water. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay, you got all three aces. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Your spirit guides want you to know, like, you don't need to feel obligated to do anything for anybody at any time. These are your three ace cards, okay? So when these show up, it's like you're going to go where finances aren't going to be like a stressful configuration, right? They're not going to be a stressful situation for you. You're going to figure it out. You're going to solve it. You're going to resolve it. Everything is going to come together. Okay. And then in turn, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. You've already had these struggles with emotions in the past because everyone is trying to pull these like emotional manipulation tactics on you that are just not going to work. Because in the past you were hurt, you were broken, you know what that's like. That cycle is reoccurring once again. People are trying to pull on you and emotionally try to get you to do something or go somewhere or buy something or do something, and you're just like, enough already. I've had enough of it. Okay, that's what that Four of Cups is like. I'm just gonna sit by the water and manifest my abundance, manifest good feelings, good vibes, good energies all around. You're done trying to sort of, you're done. Honestly, you're like at your, I wouldn't say you're like at a breaking point, but kind of you are, because you've broken away from this Five of Swords. You've broken away from this Nine of Swords. All right, this is the pain, this is the mental anguish that you felt from a past lover, from a group of people. And then that separated you from them emotionally with the Five of Cups. I'll say, like, sometimes the Five of Cups is someone not realizing, that they have good offers coming in. But I think for you, it's like you already know what your good offers are versus your bad offers. And you're sitting there like, wow, I got 3 really shitty bad offers here that aren't going to emotionally serve me in the positive at all. But you do have like 2 very strong emotional cups floating in the background, choices in the background, little fairy guides are picking up on, and that's going to lead you to your abundance. But these people are like trying to pull on you every which way, and you got the Ace of Cups. I mean, it's your wish fulfillment, your emotional stability, your abundance, not anyone else's. And that's what the Four of Cups is telling you. It's like, stay by the water, fill your cup, replenish your soul, do what makes you happy, and stop worrying about what other people are doing or thinking or what's going to make them happy, because you're not here to make them happy. I feel like you already played that card. You got the Ace of Swords. You already won that battle. You already went through that transformation. You already spoke your truth. You're no bullshit. Like, no more bullshit. Like, you're not going to put up with these past people or energies that are trying to hurt you or break you down anymore, because they're all trying to gain access to you. They're all trying to gain access to your energy. They're all trying to make it about them and use you to get there, and use you to fuel their own mental clarity, their own emotional well-being, their own financial stuff. And you're like, you know what? I am going to do what makes me happy, and that's what's going to lead me to the most successful path. That's going to lead me to the most successful, storyline, timeline, new chapter, new journey, edition, whatever you want to call it. Because really what's happened here is that you have been like hurt. You have been feeling broken and feeling sad. Page of Cups, again, by the water. There's this emphasis of you staying by your feelings. I feel like you have to stand by your convictions. Stand by what you believe in to be true, to your own heart, to your own soul, to your own mind. And the Page of Cups might not be the queen or the king or even the knight, but here comes the knight, to sort of channel that, and that's what's going to lead to this whole new chapter in your life. Yeah, you got a lot of Three of Swords. That's a lot of this has to do with you are finally seeing your own pain and what has transformed as you release how you're feeling and what pain has been caused upon you. You are no longer allowing yourself to feel that pain anymore, to feel that heartache anymore. Yes, it's a raw, real feeling that you have to go through, you have to process, and you have to take your time with it. And look, once you do that, you got the Moon and the High Priestess. Okay, because I was wondering, this is the Moon, this is the High Priestess. I love both these cards. But then we've got the Unknown card in here. Okay, which is kind of like this is another kind of psychic, visionary, goddess, a Moon, High Priestess energy card. Sort of pulling it all together for you and creating a beautiful picture for you of what is to come or what is coming. Okay, what is coming next is you have the Moon energy of all these beautiful moon flowers, the wolves howling at the moon. You've got the triple moon goddess, Selene, Hecate, with her scepter. There's beautiful moths. There's the phases of the moon. She is in her element. She is in her temple, her sanctuary, her sacred place. But the thing is with these swords, it's like people keep trying to pull you into their own mental anguish, into their own pain, and telling you that you need to fix their problems. It's like, no, I don't need to fix your problems. Like, where I live, you have Christmas presents, drop them off. Christmas Eve, whatever, day after Christmas, whatever. But like, I feel like when you draw the line in the sand, so to speak, when you put up these boundaries, everyone tries to say it's like, well, you're, not being fair, you're not being just, or like, that's not okay. It is okay. The unknown card says so. She is the psychic visionary, the one who travels between these, I feel like these two like points of interest, the sun and the moon, right? Illuminating the warmth of the sun and the coldness of the moon, but both show very distinct points of what is happening and what is going on. And that is that you need to stay within what makes you comfortable, what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel secure. And the high priestess is, of course, another representation of much, like, if you go deeper beyond just the moon, which the moon is already so deep deep AF, you go into a sort of level, okay, and it's a deeper intuitional psychic vision, getting these clearer understandings, trusting your gut feeling on certain situations, people, places, and things. The difference between right and wrong isn't just justice, it's this is what is going to happen. And I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to stay close to your home. You're going to stay close to, your lover, the person you trust the most, or, the one that you can snuggle up with, when the weather outside is cold and frightful, right? I'm thinking of all these different Christmas song carols, but it's an emotional time of year. It's an emotional transformational time for you and for those you love. And I feel like if you give in to these sort of like stereotypes, I feel like, or these like sort of norms of like, oh, well, I got to travel there, I got to travel here, or I got to do this, or I got to do this, or I got to dress up and it's got to be a party, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what if it was just another day, but only thing different is that you were opening gifts with your family under the tree at your own home, right? What's so complicated? What is so wrong with that, right? And it's because there's like a psychological, and that's the other thing too. I feel like there's this, people are just throwing around like psychological problems, psychological this, psychological that. And it's like, you're not a doctor, okay? And like even if you were, you'd be biased when it comes to certain things. And I feel like this has a lot to do with this Three of Cups, is like other people see you celebrating with, your best friends or your soulmate. You got the Knight of Cups, you got the knight in shining armor, you got your little fairy tale here, you got your three soul sisters or your tribe or your daughters, your loved ones, your best friends, and they get so jealous of this and they want this for themselves. They want to be a part of this. The thing is they can't really be a part of it the way you're a part of it. They didn't create this connection you have with these three significant, I feel like divine feminines here, or women here, or the symbolism behind the Three of Cups is it's much deeper than just a generalization of like a going to a place. It's a deeper, more bonded, significant connection that only you, as the unknown, mysterious, soul that you are, Virgo, is really going to truly grasp and understand. And that's what people keep trying to pull you into. They want, you to play a part in their story and in their narrative, that it's just not going to work for you. It's just not going to work with you. Okay. I also feel like you already have so much going on here that you're still processing, that you're still trying to figure out, that it doesn't really make. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw some holiday cards for you. We got some holiday Christmas cards. Ooh, okay. So I have for you here the Page of Gifts and the Magus, or the Magician. Okay, so I love that these two came out for you, Virgo, because what you're trying to do here really right now is be the Magus, is be the Magician, is be Saint Nicholas, is be the holiday spirit of Christmas. And you're trying to do it all with your cups, your swords, and your pentacles. So there's four aces altogether, but I feel like, there's nothing really missing right now other than the fact that Page of Gifts is like you're writing a list, you're making sure you're getting ready for Christmas, and you're focusing on that. So, yeah, like I feel like decorating the tree, getting your presents ready, journaling. It's almost like you're giving yourself this gift of just allowing yourself to um, get ready in your own time, at your own pace, in your own way, in your own traditions. And that's like kind of what the Magician does. All right. So we got the next set of Christmas cards, and I have for you the Emperor. Okay, so what this tells me is that with the Emperor, okay, and Temperance here. My Temperance card got a little scratched up. But with the Temperance card and with the Emperor here, it's like you need to just go at your own pace. You need to go at your own speed. You need to take your time and really focus on what's going to make you happy and how you want to spend your holidays, and not worry about all the rest, because there's a really good solid foundation here with all the aces except for the Ace of Wands. But I think the reason why the Ace of Wands isn't showing up is because look at it, we have this huge emphasis on like the pentacles, the gifts, the joy that Christmas brings. And I feel like the greatest gift you can give yourself right now is that joy and merriment of just spending time with people who love you and support you and understand you, and investing time and energy into that. Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's the best thing to do. Oh, look at this. We got the Devil card, Krampus, the Naughty Children, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you don't want to be like around people who give you this like sense or feeling of danger or fear, because that could be something that is going to sort of counter this Two of Cups energy that you're trying to manifest or that you really want right now. So that could be why that's coming up. And also I have the Ace of Gifts. Okay, leaving the gift in front of the door. So it's like someone here wants you to feel, oh, look at this, Justice. The little boy got coal for Christmas. Yeah, there's like these, like, it's almost like there's this feeling in the air that like somebody as a child might have not gotten the Christmas that they wanted or desired or felt this love and support that they needed. And here you come along with this Magus energy, this Magician energy. Look, the Seven of Gifts, the boys receiving presents. There's no coal in those, right? It's like you need to set things right. Christmas isn't going to be about like hurting people or being around people who have hurt you.
She's crying.
So Virgo, I think that is what is happening here. You are starting this new journey, the Fool, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, there's your Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So your Wands are coming in. It's just you have to see things for what they really are. Your vision, the unknown, the psychic, the clairvoyant, she's trying to show you like this is someone who never got treated right on Christmas. This is someone who always got a lump of coal as like a joke or, as punishment. I mean, look at the beautiful tree behind him. Look at all the decorations. It's like this Christmas, I feel like this place isn't lacking in finery and even his pajamas, it's like he isn't lacking in the finer things in life. It's just that he's not being treated right. And I feel like you are someone who understands that. You're someone who's been through that, and you have all these gifts. I feel like all this love that you want to give, but you have to first be able to, like with the Four of Pentacles, like I feel like she doesn't want to lose her pentacles. You don't want to lose sight of what's valuable and important to you, but you also want this creative, passionate, new adventure too. And it's like if you leave behind those who have hurt you, those who have betrayed you, who made you feel bad in the past, then this will be waiting for you on the other side. Okay. So that is my message for you. Whoops. Let's see this card real quick. Oh, yep, the World and the Nine of Pentacles. And that's really what ties this all together is you are at the center of your own world. You're at your, I don't want to, say like, oh, the world revolves around you, Virgo, but you have your own world, your own uniqueness, your own take on life. And this Nine of Pentacles is you realizing your value, is you realizing your worth and your potential. That wild side to yourself, that fierce side to yourself. That needs to remain true to who you are. And it's you're not going to like grow and expand and feel valued and feel loved and feel important if you're constantly surrounding yourself with people who are negative and make Christmas a joke or make you try to feel bad on Christmas. I mean, I've had Christmases where people that I thought cared about me gave me like the most like obnoxious, rude, disrespectful like items and things, and I was just like, this is so hurtful because I never did this to this person. I never did any bad intentions or ill will towards them, and yet they still kept wishing it on me. So you don't want to be around people like that who use a special momentous occasion and holiday to make it about themselves. You really want your world to be a sacred, beautiful place where you can grow and transform and feel beautiful and feel alive. And that's my advice for you, Virgos, for Christmas. All right. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till next time. Love and light always. Bye.